how you doing? And hey, newly joined FamBam. And I'm saying like that because I am optimistic, or I am guessing, I am assuming that you have already subscribed before you actually click this video, or you're literally about to go down there, and subscribe and then click the notification bell so that way you don't miss out any single video from me, okay? But if you are new to my channel, my name is Esther, aka MsTopacJay, okay? So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out the new Nikkie Tutorials X Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette. I'm actually excited to dip into this. This just arrived today. I got it on the launch day, and I'm also going to be doing a giveaway in this video as well, which may or may not be featuring the Nikkie Tutorials X Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette as well. I may or may not have gotten two. Okay, I may or may not have. Okay, I'm gonna tell you all about it in this video. All right, so without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, so let's get the box. But oh my gosh, there's this thing that's happening right now. Like, when one of your lash literally just goes straight down and it keeps poking you in the eye? That's what's happening to me right now. And I can feel it in there. I feel it. Okay. All right. Let's get the box. Okay. So it arrived today. I'm really excited about this. I'm actually really happy for Nikkie Tutorials. We all know how she was kind of done dirty in the past with her past collaboration, but you know what, we're not going to dwell on the negative. Okay, by the way, if you see me blinking my eyelids, it's because the bloody hair is poking my eyeball. Oh my god, why is it poking me like that? So anyway, this is what the box looks like when it arrived, and it's the standard Beauty Bay box, you know what I mean? And when I opened it, I was actually surprised to see her intro thing in there. Look at that. Hello guys, it's me, Nikkie. Hello. All right. And it says you're going to want to gram this. Oh, I do want to gram it, but I'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired right now. Right now, I'm very busy. And I also got a few other things as well from Revolution, actually. Okay, I got a new shade from the Revolution Concealer Full Coverage Foundation because I really wanted to try 13.7. I love that foundation. If you haven't tried this foundation yet, anyway, that's not about it. But if you haven't tried it yet, maybe I should do a giveaway and get you your shade. Comment what you think your shade is in the Revolution Concealer Full Coverage Foundation. And if you have oily combination skin or normal skin, or actually if you're any skin type or whatever, comment down what you feel like your shade is, and I'll pick one person and order that shade for you. So that's another giveaway. There's two giveaways going on in this video. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, this is the box. This is how it arrived, and you get the palette. But first of all, you get a free pop socket, or we got a free pop socket in this first launch, and also the eyeshadow palette. Yes. Oh, it's upside down. So this is what the outer box looks like. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I've seen it in her video, but looking at it IRL, my goodness gracious. And at the back you have a little message, so please pause and read. I am not going to read it out for you. Just read the beginning. Hello guys, it's me, Nikkie. Hello, I'm beyond excited for you to finally see this. I said I was going to read it, but here we are. I'm beyond excited for you to finally see this. My palette in collaboration with Beauty Bay. I am so grateful for this opportunity, and this time, excuse me, I'm talking. And this time we are doing it right for everybody. Ooh, no tea, no shade. This palette truly showcases my life and personality. You guys know that I am all about bright and unique makeup looks, but this palette also shows a different, darker side of me. Hey, yes it does. I cannot wait to see the looks you create. Hey, create. From dark and mysterious to bold and uniquely you. Bam! Yes, this palette is my safe place. ... My temple. Full stop. And this never would have happened. Never, without the support of my glow babies. I love you. I love you too. All right. I'm such a mess. I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. This is me. This is real. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. I'm going to let the light shine on me. Okay. Esther, tone it down, okay? Jeez. All right, so at the bottom there is also, it also says press pigment palette, and it says the net weight, which is, so there's 20 eyeshadow colors in here, and they each weigh 2.3 grams or 0.08 ounce. All right, so when you open it, oh my god, my goodness gracious, that is beautiful. But let's put that aside. So it actually came in a bubble wrap. Oh, I actually didn't know. I say it like I knew. I'm such a good presenter. Anyway, and there's a little card in here. Oh, this is my first time looking at it, by the way. Can you focus? When it arrived, I made sure I didn't open the actual inside because I wanted to get the full first reaction on camera with you guys as well. Do you know what I mean? So on here it says NTXB, so Nikkie Tutorials X Beauty Babe, and it has the name of each shade, I believe. There's some emoticons here, which are brushes and finger. Oh, like you can apply some shadows with brushes or with brushes and your finger. That is really cool. I love that. There's also a message at the back of the card as well. Hello guys, it's me, Nikki. Hello. I wanted to make, you know what, just read it. Pause and read. Wow, this is beautiful, guys. I love packaging like this. Like, I'm a sucker for packaging like this. Let's open the palette now. I am not forced. I've seen it on screen and I got excited. I actually squealed. I haven't squealed like that about makeup in such a long time. I feel like something's gonna jump out. Oh, yes it did. Oh, look at that. It comes with this sleeve, which we're going to throw away. And this is the inside. Look at this. This is cute. Wow. So it's got mirrors on both sides. Let me not blind you. I am me and you are you. And when we're together, we're me and you. Where's that from? I love the colors in here. Oh my, I was looking at it through the screen, but looking at it right now, this looks really cute. I love this. I really love this. You know what? Let me give you a little bit of extra information about the eyeshadow palette, okay? So the eyeshadow palette, as I mentioned earlier, has 20 eyeshadows in here. There are 12 matte shades in here, 8 shimmers, although it seems like, ooh, the shade Pride and All In. Oh my gosh, this is Pride, this pink shade, shimmer shade, and this is All In. Wow, really cute. It looks, I actually thought it was kind of like a light brown kind of shimmer shade, but does it have a green shift to it? Oh yeah, so All In is described as a green duochrome. Yeah, and Pride is a pink duochrome. The palette itself costs 45 Australian dollars, 25 UK pounds, and 30 US dollars, okay? I'm just gonna put my brush in and see where this takes us, okay? So it looks like I'm gonna have to set my lid again because this isn't acting right. Let me set this with a translucent powder. I'm just gonna set it lightly. I still have that little bit of a tackiness, so that's good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick. We might as well try Zomer, which she actually said what it meant, but I've already forgotten. Which almost kind of want to look like Bend and Snap, but this one is more peachy. Oh, by the way, when I dip into the shade, that's what happens. But oh, and it's gone. It's no longer on the brush. Interesting. Okay, all right. Oh, okay. Nice. I like that. Just know when you do pick it up with the brush and you dust it off, nothing is going to stay on the brush. Actually, I'm going to bring that above my crease bone. I'm going to bring that a little bit higher. I want to open my eyes a bit more today, even though I'm not going anywhere except to bed after this. And I'm just bringing this into my brow bone as well and blending this on top or above my crease bone. I like that shade. Wow. I was gonna do like 2 separate eye looks and, you know, whatever, but I'm just gonna do one, you know. And if you want to see another video with this palette, let me know and I'll do it. But right now I'll just do one because it's nighttime, you know. Yeah, I like Zomer. It looks really nice and peachy on my lid, you know, and I didn't use a concealer that's too bright, you know what I mean? So, and it's still showing up on my lid, so I like that. So I had a thought off camera while I was doing my eyes. I realized that this is actually my first time trying a Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette, like an eyeshadow palette actually created by Beauty Bay. Interesting. Okay, so I've dipped into the shade Blend and Slap. I've dipped into the shade Bend and Snap, okay? And I'm putting this, oh gosh, I just dug. Do you see this? My finger just went in there. That blue shade, Amsterdam, knows it would probably hardly be used. So it just wants to ruin itself. And also the shade MsTopacJay, that is so cute. Bend and Snap, and Zomer, they're working really nicely together. I really like it. Obviously Blend and Slap, oh my God. Bend and Snap is brighter, you know, because it's more pink than peachy. Meanwhile, Zomer is more peachy pink than pink. you know, and they blend in nicely together. I like it. And I'm still using that one brush, which I didn't tell you about. It's the Morphe M330 brush. All right, so now let's see. You know what? I want to use the shade Slasher. It's a matte shade and it's more purpley, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna apply this, you know, to kind of define the crease. Should I change the brush now? Every shade I dip into does produce that powdery mess. You can see there, you know, every matte shade I've dipped into so far. Actually, it's pressed pigment. So of course it's going to happen. I just remembered. But it's still blending nicely, which is good. NYX Tutorials herself does like a stamping method, you know, and then blends the edges and whatnot. I think that's what I've noticed. I do that sometimes as well, but there's this enjoyment that comes with just blending something in your crease. I just like that feeling, you know? Obviously, like if you're stamping, you're gonna get more payoff, but I like the blending. And blending isn't so bad with this matte shades. Like it's still blending in place and just marrying together nicely. Like I can still see zoomer, I can still see blend and snap, and I can see slasher. It's really cool. Let's do something. Let's do something a little bit crispy. I'm gonna grab Amsterdam, which is that blue matte shade. Okay, we're doing this, guys. We're doing it. I'm stamping into the outer crease. And as you can see, I've got a bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see, I've got fallout here, but it's okay. That's why I haven't done my base yet. When I blend it, it blends away, you know. The pigment kind of reduces. You know, so this is a tapping kind of shade, especially if I wanted to do what I wanted to do, which I still don't know what I wanted to do yet, you know what I mean? And of course we also have kick up. That's the word I've been looking for. The name one that I'm looking for. I said, excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. And even though it transfers onto the rest of the shade, it doesn't leave a stain on the rest of the shade. I'm using the Morphe M321 brush. I'm gonna use it to define the crease. Why aren't I using the mirror in front of me? Because I forgot it. Oh, the other mirror is magnifying. Why am I trying to show you right now? This one is magnifying. I looked at it and zoom. Oh, and it's clear. Girl. Yes. I'm trying to see if it's making me feel dizzy, because when I use magnifying mirror, I tend to feel a little dizzy. You know? Okay, I'm just gonna cut the crease just underneath that blue there and stop halfway, like so. I'm gonna use the elf Camo concealer because it's right here. Yeah, you know where I realized I look like that Champion logo, you know, the Champion, the brand. I've never bought anything from them, but I always see the logo everywhere. This looks like that, you know. It just needs a little red and boom, we're Champion logo. That's so funny. You know what, let's just go ahead and do that. Why not? Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna add red and then I'm gonna add a shimmer shade on top of it. So I'm gonna pick up the shade Mikai. It's a red shade. This one right here. I don't know why it's appearing pink on camera. Oh, here we go. That's what it looks like. All right, so I'm picking it up with that brush that I used earlier, the M321, and I'm just dousing it with it in it. I've been here for a little bit fixing this blue eyeshadow because also you see the fallout on my face. I feel like I kind of played myself when I set my base even lightly earlier on, forgetting I'm actually playing with pressed pigment, you know. But anyway, we move. I'm just gonna apply the red. Oh, that's nice. Wow, this magnifying mirror is showing me all my insecurities. This is gonna act as my base for the shimmer shade that I'm gonna pick up. You know what, like I didn't set the concealer that I used to cut my crease, and this shade is applying nicely on top of it, you know, like when I'm packing it on. I'm just gonna blend it together here before I add my shimmer shade. It really looks like that logo. That's so funny. All right, so I'm gonna pick up my concealer. Let's use a finger. What did she say in that card, which I have lost again? Oh, found it. I want to pick up the shade Aura. Let's see what she said. Oh, it says you can use a finger and a brush, or a brush. So I'm gonna use my finger to pick up Aura, which is a orange shimmer shade. Like when I press into it, it makes a dent. It feels wet to touch. Let me show you. Like that's my finger in it. Look at that. That is so cool. It's almost kind of putty. Like I love that. It feels so nice. I know this is a little bit weird, but I'm just gonna, oh yes, can you see the shimmer there? It's gonna tap this radically on the lid. Oh my, oh, it went up. Oh, it went up. We don't want it to go up. That is gorgeous. Oh, I'm just putting it literally lower there. Oh yes. Should we use the duochrome? Let's use the duochrome. The shade All In, which is the green duochrome, this one right here. Oh, this also feels the same way. Oh, that's the wrong finger. Let me use my pinky. And I'm gonna bring this up, just up above this word so high, the sky so high, above aura, just so you can have that. Give it to me. Wow. I'm just gonna go back into the red and just use it to blend things together, and just also lightly tap it above the shimmer a little. All right, it's been a little journey. Before I mess it up or do anything else or rub it off, I might just be in my head. I don't think I am. I need to fix my brows, which I will do off camera. Before I mess it up or rub it off or whatever, as I was saying, I'm just going to go ahead and apply lashes, and I'm using the style Paris. All right, so the lashes are on, and I have been here for a long time because my eyes started tearing up. I still haven't rubbed the eye off. Is it looking good? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Anyway, for the lower lash line, I'm gonna do it after I've done my base, but I'm just gonna let you know, I'm probably just gonna put blue on my lower lash line, you know what I mean? But yeah, so let me just go ahead and do my base. I was gonna do it in this video, but this video is already long enough as it is. I think it is long because I've been talking for way too long. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my base, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts on this NYX Tutorials X Beauty Bay palette, and also with the giveaway details. Alright, I am back. Face is done, eyeshadow is done, lips is done, everything is done. Ignore the hair. It's 11:31 p.m. I'm about to get to bed, so let's ignore that, okay? So let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. In terms of the packaging, A1. I love the packaging. Everything about the packaging is magnificent, okay? The normal mirror, the magnifying mirror, the size of it, it's not too heavy, you know? Everything is just fantastic. I love that it's a square pen as well. That's my favorite kind of, you know, shape and whatnot, okay? So let's not spend too long on the packaging. That is A1. We love that, okay? In terms of the formula of the shades, let's talk about the matte shades. The matte shades, I think I've already given you babes my thought about the matte shade and the shimmer shade and whatnot throughout this video, but let me just say it again. The matte shades are beautiful, okay? The only shade that gave me a little bit of a hard time is the shade Amsterdam, which is the blue shade. And I kind of blame myself a little bit for that because I set my lid with a powder, even though I kind of set it lightly, so it still shouldn't give me a problem. But I think even though I did set it just lightly, it might still have played a factor, you know? I don't know, but it still turned out okay, you know? It's very, very pigmented, but if you do have this palette, just make sure you don't blend on top of it, you don't blend any shadow on top of it, because it's just gonna disappear. And also when you do apply, if you do blend it, I feel like it's just gonna disappear, you know what I mean? And I did show you babes in this video as well, okay? So aside from the shade Amsterdam, like everything else was really good, you know? Now when it comes to the shimmer shades, love the shimmer shades. I have no qualms about it. The duochrome, however, specifically the shade All In, the green duochrome, I noticed I had a little bit of chunk in it. I don't know if you can see the one in my inner corner here, because that's where I applied here, and I intentionally didn't blend it out, but like once you apply it with a finger or with a brush and whatnot, you keep dabbing it, it's just gonna, like, you know, melt, go from chunky to melting, if that makes any sense. So it's not a problem, but when it's to mention it as well. All right, in terms of the layout of the palette itself and the shades in here, I do like them. I like this selection of the shades. Now if you're someone who's not into colors like this or layouts like this, or someone who is more into like simple eyeshadow palettes, like more brown, neutral, and all of those kind of eyeshadow palettes that you can look at and you know exactly what you're gonna do, you might have a little bit of problem with it, but you will still be able to get yourself out of your comfort zone to create something else, you know, outside of the other looks that you've been creating. That makes sense. And actually, I still feel like even if you're into those kind of simple eyeshadow palettes, you still be able to create something in here that is a little bit simple, especially using the shade Slasher 5 AM, which is that nice matte brown, almost kind of poppy brown, but a beautiful brown it is, you know. And Miller, I didn't use those two shades in this video, but they look really nice, you know. And I just wanted to stay away from them a little bit because, you know, it's just regular schmegular, do you know what I mean? So yeah, all in all, I do like the eyeshadow palette. I like the size, I like the price, I like the fries. I wanted to find something that's gonna rhyme, but it didn't work, okay? Anyway, would I recommend it? Yes, absolutely. If you don't mind pressed pigments, because pressed pigments do work a little bit differently, do you know what I mean? If you don't mind pressed pigments, I would recommend it. All right, so that is it. Let me know down below what you think about the palette itself. Would you get it, especially in the second launch? Because she did mention in a recent video that the first launch was basically just the first half, so they're going to to launch the second half in about a week and a half or in about 2 weeks. So would you pick it up? Let me know down below, okay? With that being said, in terms of the giveaway, there's going to be a link in the description box down below. Click it and follow the prompt. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you don't have to follow me on Instagram if you're not interested, to be honest with you. Just make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, you don't have to comment down below to pick you and all of that. Like, that always puts me in a very tough spot. So that's the second giveaway, which is to give away the NYX Tutorials X Beauty Bay Pressed Pigment Palette. By the way, I called it eyeshadow palette in the beginning. My bad. So yeah, not this one. A new one is coming. Trust. So I'm gonna decide in about a week and a half. Also, don't forget the first giveaway, which is to comment down below what you feel your shade in the Revolution Concealer Define Full Coverage Foundation is. This one right here. So comment down below what you feel your shade is, and I will order that exact shade for you, only if you haven't tried this foundation yet. If you've already tried this foundation and you're being dishonest, God is watching you. Okay, God is watching you. Just make sure that you're comfortable with sending me your address and whatnot, okay? So yeah, that's the 2 giveaways we have in this video, and sign off now. Okay. Thanks for watching, FamBam. I hope you enjoyed this video. Find it useful or helpful, okay? And as always, for evidence to love yourself, and by God's grace I pray, I'll see you in my very next video. Bye.